Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to round 4 of the SRO GT Cup, coming to you live from Zhuhai International Circuit in China. This is round 3 and 4 of a 9-race calendar that takes us all over China and over into Macau at the end of the season. And we are in for a very, very interesting second race of the weekend, a second 30-minute race of the weekend, because race 1 took place in wet conditions earlier on today. The season started in Shanghai International Circuit, supporting the Formula 1 race back in March. After this, another visit to Shanghai, and then a Beijing street circuit in early October, supporting GT World Challenge Asia, powered by AWS, and then finishing off in Macau in sort of mid-end of November. And then we will crown the SRO GT Cup champion. Second season of the SRO GT Cup, and the reigning champion is still the championship leader. Han Li Chao won earlier on today as well, so he took a lights to flag victory. The difference is, for this qualifying session, he will be starting in second on the grid. Now, the qualifying times, well, there was only one qualifying session for this 2 races. Race 1 was decided by your fastest time, and race 2 was decided by the second fastest time. Earlier on today, though, it was pole position for Han Li Chao, and he was able to convert that into a fairly comfortable victory in the end in challenging conditions. The rain came down, and as a result, it was a safety car start for round 3 of the SRO GT Cup. But once the safety car came in, it was Han Li Chao who led the field away ahead of Huang Qisheng. There were some good battles earlier on. Wong Cheng-hu losing out on that particular occasion, but Dylan Yip, who had qualified third fastest, had to serve a drive-through penalty, which put him right back into the midfield melee, coming down into the first corner, where there was overtakes aplenty. Zhang Hui Lin making a move there on Billy Lowe. Those in the paddock were keeping up with the YouTube stream, and Billy Lowe was once again having some good battles out there, that time with Yu Rao. Dylan Yip was making his way through the field, having served that drive-through penalty. This was him making his way past Chen Chunhua, getting up the inside into turn 7, and then some more battles with Yu Rao in the number 7 Toyota, him going side by side there with Zhao Meng. And then a little later in his fight with Zhao Meng, he outbraked himself coming into turn 1. Zhao managed to get back past, but Yu only lost 1 position, which wasn't too bad, all things considered. He could well have ended up in the gravel. There was Tang Yuqin making a move on Fok Wai Ming to gain a place, but Fok Wai Ming's race would then soon end in the gravel trap as he was out of the running. There was a good battle for third in the closing stages. Wang Hao, the AM leader, was trying to make it past Cao Zulong. Second place went the way of Huang Qisheng. Nobody could stop. 33 Toyota Gazoo Racing China GR Supra of Han Li Chao, reigning champion, a lights to flag victory. He extended his championship lead, 2 wins from 2 races. Han Li Chao is the man to beat at the moment in the SRO GT Cup. So, weather-wise, it has dried up. 24 degrees is the air temperature, 27 degrees is the track temperature. Still very humid, but the rain has stopped, so we should be in for a dry race this afternoon. And that we'll see what a difference that makes to the competitive order, because there was a lot of movement through the field. Evan Seo went from 16th to 6th over the course of the race. It's not super dry track. I wouldn't describe it as bone dry, but certainly not raining as it was earlier on, and you can see on the grid everybody getting set to go. And once again, it's a front row lockout for Toyota Gazoo Racing China, but in a different order to race 1. It is Huang Qisheng who will be starting on pole position, with Han Li Chao alongside him. And the second row of the grid is Dylan Yip, once again in 3rd position, but it's actually Chan Ka-ping who will start in 4th, also on the pole position for the AM class. We'll take you down to the full grid in a little bit, but first of all, let's head down to the grid and a little bit of a wander around, see what drivers are down there. Zoe's down there.
好了，观众朋友们，在我身旁的是018号黄奎生。那么他这一次呢是杆位的一个位置来进行发车。那么在第2回合正式开赛前呢，想问一下黄奎生，那我们上午呢是全场第2的速度带回，所以对这一场有什么期待吗？
希望尽可能的保持位置吧。
那想问一下，因为上午是雨战，那这一场呢，我们的赛道呢会相对的干燥一些，所以这一场会不会发挥的更好？
但是其实，我们刚刚在赛道上面观察到的情况，其实还是比较湿的。但是我们相信，随着比赛的进行，这个场地会迅速的变干，所以我们就选择都用干胎去先放弃前面的速度，来保证后面它变成干地之后。
好，谢谢，感谢为我们介绍了你的策略，也希望这一场可以取得好成绩，谢谢，加油。好，那刚才呢，简单采访了一下黄奎生，那他对于目前的天气状态呢，还是比较有期待的。因为上午在雨战的时候呢，觉得自己的发挥还是有一些可以再提升的部分，所以呢，这一场呢，我们因为是比较干燥的一个状态，所以他会觉得比较好。He said the track is slippery but not raining, so he will feel more confident in this racing. 好，那接下来呢，我们将进行第33号车手第2位发车的一个采访，韩立潮。那我相信呢，大家对于他一定不陌生了，所以想问一下韩立潮，那这一场呢，我们虽然处在第2位发车，但是依然是比较优势的地位，所以针对上午的优秀表现，在下午还会继续吗？
希望大家可以顺利的完成比赛，而且并且可以带回好的成绩。因为现在地面条件是很复杂的，然后大概率前排的车手在这种半干不湿的地面都选择了干胎，所以我相信在比赛开始的阶段，大家可能都会比较艰难，所以自己也需要更加油。
好，那觉得自己的信心程度如何呢？
我觉得比起信心程度，可能大家能够更安全的完赛是最重要的。
可以取得好的成绩，好，谢谢。这是我们第2位发车的车手33号韩立潮。I asked him has some confidence at round 2. He said yes and hope everyone can safe. 好，那么也是感谢我们韩立潮先生的一个表态哈，希望所有选手都能够顺利发车，安全完赛。好，下面让我们看一下处在第3位发车的叶正阳，看一下他目前的一个状态。We will interview the Car 1 Dylan. Hello， 现在状态怎么样？
挺好。
可以说的更多一些吗？怎么好法？
没有啊，就挺好的呀。
那想问一下，因为上午的情况呢，有一些意外罚时，所以会不会对你现在的状态有影响呢？
其实也没有了，我觉得顺其自然就好了。
所以不会有太多的遗憾，是不是？
有当然是有了，但是我们能做什么，对吧？
谢谢你好的心态，一定可以为你带来好的成绩，加油！好 ，I asked him if the morning's racing has some sorry, and I said if you have more confidence with this racing, he said yes, and no other was. But I feel he's very happy and can get to a good condition. 好，那以上呢就是我们3位车手的一个发车的一个次序，给大家进行了一个现场的一个报道。那接下来呢，我们30分钟加1圈的比赛即将开始，让我们把时间交给我们的 commentator. Let's hand over to the commentator.
So great to hear from the top 3 on the grid then. Huang Shen, Han Li Chao and Dylan Yip, and they are taking part in the silver class. Now, 3 classes in this race. It's the silver class, the AM class and the MTCS class, which is for Macau GT racers. And in the AM class we had a change of leader earlier on because Wang Hao moved to the top of the standings in the AM class on car 21 in his GR Supra because he took victory in race 1. On pole position for the AM class though in this race will be Chan Ka-ping. He's going to be starting in 4th position. 5th will be Cao Su-lung in the 89, but he is the silver class. and then it's Morris, and then it's Wang Hao behind that. So let's hear from Wang Hao, the new championship leader in the AM class. He's going to be starting 6th on the grid.
Hello， 在我身旁的是21号王浩，在我们上 AM 组别当中获得了第1的成绩，所以想问一下，对于这一场我们会更加的有信心吗？
这一场目前感觉是会很混乱吧，然后希望能平平安安把第1带回吧。
有信心吗？
信心还是肯定是有的。
好的，谢谢。那我相信王浩可以取得非常不错的成绩，可以继续在我们 AI 组别当中大展拳脚。Okay, he has some confidence and encouragement to this racing. Hope everyone can safe racing. 好，希望所有人都可以顺利、安全完赛。那接下来让我们期待我们30分钟加一圈的精彩比赛。那今天我们 SRO GT Cup 的 Round 2正式开始了，让我们共同来感受激情的赛道现场。
So the grid getting cleared. Great to hear from the pole sitter, the championship leader in the AM class, Wang Hao. Can he come through to take another class victory today? He took class victory in round 1 of the season in Shanghai, struggled in race 2, but victory in race 3 for Wang Hao. But he's got progress to try and make. The second place man in the AM championship is Moritz Berenberg. He's the reigning champion as well, Zoe's there.
Okay, here is Morris. Let's interview. And congratulations to the morning's racing. Got a 2nd place in the AM class. So what's your feeling now?
Yeah. Yep. What? Yes. This morning was more or less salvage. P2 was good already, but of course the goal for this race now is to win an AM class again. That's to keep the championship interesting, because I think right now Wang Hao is probably a few points in front of me. So he's just starting also there, so I hope I can make that position back, and yeah, let's have a good race.
Okay. Good luck to you. Thank you. Okay, it's Morris condition. 那他表示呢，对于上午能够在 AM 组别当中获得第2的成绩呢，还是比较高兴的。那希望在这一场依然可以取得好的成绩。那接下来时间，让我们把我们的镜头交给 commentator. Let's hand over to the commentator.
Thank you, Zoe. So, all set now for the race to get underway. On pole position, we have got Wang Kuisheng. You can just see the mechanics firing the car up, or waiting by the car as he fires it up. And then they will make their way off the grid. It'll be 2 formation laps, and then the race will get underway. A 30-minute race. There is Joey Ho in the 91 BMW. And that car is starting in 7th place on the grid. Ho finished race 1 in 15th, so slipped back a little, still finished 6th in the AM class. 1-minute board is up. And Han Li Chao is comfortably leading this SRO GT Cup championship, because he's finished 2nd, 1st and 3rd in the 3 races. And although Wang Kuisheng finished 3rd in the opening race in Shanghai, he was then 16th in the 2nd race in Shanghai, so didn't score any points there, and as a result is trailing Han Li Chao quite considerably. But if he can take a victory today, that would start to close the gap a little. After this, 2 more races back in Shanghai, then 2 in Beijing, following the GT World Challenge Asia Tour, and then a race in Macau at the end of the season. Right, safety car pulls away. The first of 2 formation laps gets underway here in Zhuhai. Opened in 1996. First race here was an SRO race, the BPR Global Series, which was sort of GT classes of the day, GT1. The GT1 World Championship would come here subsequently. Cars make their way into the first corner. The first permanent race circuit built in China. Zhuhai. Never quite hosted Formula One. That honour had to wait until the Shanghai International Circuit in, I think, 2004. But this is the home track of many Hong Kong races, and also just over the border from Macau. So here's the grid. Huang Guisheng will be starting on pole position with Han Li Chao alongside on the front row. Dylan Yip is third for the Levels Motorsports Mercedes team. Pole position in the AM class, Chang Ka-ping for the Mogan team TDK. Cao Zhulung starts in fifth alongside AM championship leader Wang Hao. Then it's Ho Hao Yi on seventh place ahead of Moritz Berenberg, the man who's lost the lead in the AM class but wants to fight to get it back. Lo Kai Feng starts in ninth place with Ho Shu Xian completing the top 10. Chen Chunhua lines up in 11th place alongside Yu Rao, who had a very busy first race earlier on today. Yang Kai Wen is 13th in the Mercedes ahead of Jiao Meng in his 300 plus racing Audi in the 924. Kevin Xie won the Macau class earlier on. He came from 16th through to 6th. He'll be looking to do something similar. 15th on the grid. Fok Wai Ming is in 17th in his Mercedes for Team TRC ahead of Ouyang Zhengwei. Maximiliano Manho for the L World Racing team is going to look to climb up the order a little. Kelvin Liu alongside him in the top 20. Then we've got Lau Kim Hu in his Ginetta alongside Mong Peng Tu. And the back row of the grid is Kenny Chung and Thai Chan Pa, both of whom will be looking to make progress through the field. And there is Sai Chang Pa at the back in the Level Motorsports Mercedes, raced in GT4 in Macau last year. So as I say, we saw some real movement in between the grid and the race results in race 1, and I imagine we'll see similar in race 2 because qualifying took place about 24 hours ago now in wet conditions. Well, the session started wet and moved to dry, so it's going to be interesting to see what happened here as they come down towards the first corner. One more formation lap behind the safety car. The clock has started running now, though. So you can see 30 seconds have passed. So that's through turn 1 and 2. This is the run down through the kink of turn 3 into the left-hander of turn 4, then the right-hander of 5 on the way out. Now they're coming towards us, towards the left-hand kink at turn 6. Plenty of overtaking opportunities on this circuit. You've got into turn 1. We also saw some moves actually into turn 4. I think it was Dylan Yip who was making some good passes into there. And this is the hairpin right-hander at turn 7. This leads down to a double left-hander of turns 9 and 10. Which is where Huang is getting to at the moment. And then it's out down another long straight to turn 11, which doubles back on itself again, and down to another long straight towards turn 14. You can see Huang working hard to try and get some temperature into those tyres. The Pirellis that are on all of these SRO GT Cup cars. As the safety car starts now to bunch the field up, and they'll get into their 2x2 formation. So keep an eye on that 44 car there. That is the AM class pole sitter. The AM championship leader is the 21 Toyota. But also, we will watch the fight for the lead, because Huang and Han on the front row of the grid. It'll be Huang on the left-hand side as we look at it, the inside line for turn 1, and Han Li Chao alongside him on the outside. What can Dylan Yip do from third on the grid? Can he start to get involved in this fight early on? Cao Zhu as well will be trying to get ahead of the AM drivers and back up into the competition at the head of the silver class. Race 2 of the weekend in SRO GT Cup about to get underway. It's round 4 of the championship. The championship leader Han Li Chao is second on the grid. It's his teammate Huang Quisheng on pole position. Wang Hao is leading the AM class as we wait for the lights to go out. Long hold. Really long hold, and we've got to start. And it's a really good getaway initially from Cao Zhu as he tries to dart to the inside, but Han Li Chao's got a good one too, and he might be able to get into the lead into turn 1. No. Huang is late on the brakes, holds the position. Dylan Yip is going to lose out here to Chang Ka-ping. Chang goes around the outside and gets ahead of Dylan Yip and up into 3rd place. Everybody safely through the first couple of corners, but it's Huang Quisheng leading, Han Li Chao in 2nd, Chang Ka-ping up into 3rd, and a brilliant start from Moritz Berenberg. He's gone from 8th on the grid up into 5th position and into the lead of the, well, no, into 2nd in the AM class, so really good start from the German. Dylan Yip looks to the inside, Berenberg is trying to get Dylan Yip now. The Porsche to the inside of the Mercedes, but Yip just has enough to hold on around the outside. They're still going to be side by side though, coming down towards turns 9 and 10. Yip still on the inside line in the number 1 Mercedes, but Berenberg gets it turned on the brakes, but runs in deep, and that allows Yip back to the inside. Now through turn 10, Berenberg still hanging it around the outside and manages to hold on to the place. So Berenberg goes from 8th on the grid to 4th by the time we get to turn 11. It's bunching up behind Dylan Yip now as well, because Cao Zhu and Wang Hao are trying to get involved. Coming down to the final corner. There's a look up the inside, a very tentative look from Wang Hao. Trying to force his way past Cao Zhu. But across the line comes the race leader, Huang Quisheng, leading at the end of the first lap. Han Li Chao is 2nd, Chang Ka-ping is 3rd. Moritz Berenberg up into 4th. Berenberg leading the AM class. Apologies, Chang Ka-ping is leading MTCS, not AM. So Chang Ka-ping leading MTCS, Moritz Berenberg leading the AM class. But look how close it is now for the race lead. Huang Quisheng and Han Li Chao right together. Through the kink at 6, down towards 7. And Berenberg is going for 3rd place now. Trying to get ahead of Chang Ka-ping. Did he pull it off? They're still side by side for 3rd position as they come up towards turns 9 and 10. It's Berenberg on the outside this time, Chan on the inside. Berenberg is still hanging it on all the way around the outside. That's what he tried to do 1 lap ago to Dylan Yip. And he's pulled it off again because that gives him the inside line for turn 11. Great battle for 3rd. And Berenberg takes it. Yip trying to follow through on Chan. And Dylan Yip pulls it off. So Berenberg up into 3rd, Dylan Yip up into 4th. Chang Ka-ping finds himself sliding from 3rd down to 5th. Although they're still side by side coming into the final corner. No, he has relinquished now. Cao Zhu will be the next to try and make a move on Chang Ka-ping. Settled down between the 2 leaders. Huang ahead of Han. Berenberg breaking pretty much in the middle of the circuit there, in 3rd position. But a win for him here would move him back to the top of the AM class. Chang Ka-ping is now under pressure from Cao Zhu. fight for 5th position. Wang Hao has seen himself start 6th on the grid. He's only dropped to 7th, but he's seen Moritz Berenberg get away ahead of him. And through there goes Cao Zhulong. So Cao gets the head of Chan. Now to be Wang Hao who will be next to try and make the pass. Yu Rao's had a good start. He lined up 12th on the grid, but he's managed to get himself up into 8th position. Here he is. No, this is Wang Hao looking to the inside of Chan Ka-ping. Chan in the 44 Audi dropping backwards. Wang tries to go around the outside. It's a long way around at turns 11 and 12. As a result, he's not able to pull it off just yet. They're onto the back straight. Side by side between the Audi and the Toyota. Chan holds the place for now. Oh, but he's gone wide. That nearly allowed Wang the opportunity to come through. There are the two leaders across the line. Still only 0.7 of a second between them. Then it's Berenberg, Yip and Cao. And then it's Chan here, just ahead of Wang and Yu. Cao can't find his way past just yet. Chan Ka-ping, who also races in Malaysian touring cars, still managing to hold on to that position. Now, front runners still right together, 0.7 of a second between them at the line. Andy Chow will want to keep his run of victories going. 3 in a row. He was able to get victory this afternoon. Wang Puisheng is looking for his first victory of the season. Moritz Berenberg is, well, sliding his way back there. Still holding on to that 3rd position for the time being. He's having to go defensive though because of that mistake. Coming out of turn 10. And he's got Dylan Yip all over the back of him. We saw quite a bit of Dylan Yip in race 1 as he fought his way back up the order after a drive-through penalty. It's good to see him battling more towards the front of the order. It looked like it was side by side between Chan and Wang again. So we keep an eye on that one. Just half a second between Wang and Han at the front of the field. And I think that move has been made, hasn't it? Further back. Yeah, Wang Hao is up into 6th place. He's got ahead of Chan Ka-ping. Now he's got some 5 seconds to try and close in on this fight, which is over 4th position. Sorry, 3rd position. Moritz Berenberg in 3rd in the fluorescent Porsche 927. Dylan Yip in 4th in the number 1 Mercedes. Cao Zhulong is in 5th position. As I said, 5 seconds back to Wang Hao there in the 21 Toyota. So he'll try and close that gap. Wang Hao is now up ahead of Chan Ka-ping. Turns 9 and 10. They've dropped Yu Rao quite comfortably, haven't they? He's no longer getting involved in that fight. Moritz Berenberg is still going defensive on Dylan Yip as they come into turn 11. Yip really starting to put the pressure on now. Final corner out across the line. Berenberg running in 3rd place. There's just 0.4 of a second up at the front of the field as well, and every time we look at the front two, it looks as though Han Li Chao is thinking about move. These two battling for the lead overall and for the lead in silver. Through turn 4. Oh, big slide from Dylan Yip. Just getting on the water coming out of turn 5. But he's still right up behind Moritz Berenberg. Berenberg having to go really defensive. Oh, and there's some damage on Lau Kim Hoo's Janetta. So he could have had some contact out there. Currently running down in 17th place. Look how close it is to third. Berenberg going defensive again. Yip's got the overlap, has he? Coming out of 11 and 12, that Porsche's got good straight line speed though. And had good drive off the corner. And Yip still can't make the pass. Berenberg holding on for now. Dylan Yip just can't find a way past the 25-year-old. Finished 4th in Porsche Carrera Cup Asia last season with 6 podiums. This is his debut in SRO GT. But at the moment, Moritz Berenberg, the reigning AM champion, is preventing Dylan Yip from getting into the podium. Look how much more speed he carries through turn 4. But then he's just got nothing to do with it because he's coming through the flat-out kink at turn 6. And then down into the heavy braking zone at turn 7. Yip to the outside. Can he get the switch back? No, Berenberg is putting his car in all the right places. Two race leaders still right together, closer than they've been at any point. Once again, Hanli Chao noses to the inside. But Huang has it under control for the time being. These two are now closer than the battle for third place. It's only going to be a couple of tenths of a second as they come across the line this time. 14 minutes to go. The gap at the front, 3/10 of a second. This is the closest Hanli Chao has been for a while. Just trying to force Huang to go offline a little. But Huang is able to cover coming into the heavy braking zones, but still get it off the corner well enough that Han can't take advantage. Here's some battles further back. This is Yang Kai-wen defending from Kevin Xie. Those are the two Mercedes going side by side, and then up in front of that, it's Ho going up the inside of Yu. And Yu losing 3 places. Ho, Yang, and Xie all going through on Yu Rao, who, if you remember, a couple of laps ago, Yu Rao was up there in 7th position, battling with Hao Wang. So he slipped down the field. Yang Kai-wen has taken too much speed into turn 4, which allows Kevin Xie the chance to try and get past him. Holds the position for now, though, the 66 of Yang Kai-wen. Is Berenberg and Dylan Yip battling again? Has he got the switchback this time? No. Dylan Yip still not quite able to get up alongside Moritz Berenberg. The race leaders come across the line and the gap has gone up to half a second. So a little bit more comfortable now. They've got some back markers to deal with. It's Wong Cheng. They're just coming up to put a lap on. They managed to pull that one off fairly well. That is Chan Ka-ping, who is leading the MTCS class, the Macau class. Running in 7th place. Started in 4th on the grid, did Chan Ka-ping, but he's still got the lead in class. Lo Kai-feng is 2nd in the MTCS class, and Kevin Xie is 3rd. Ehrenberg still having to defend his 3rd position. Leaders coming up to put a lap on the 55 Ginetta of Kenny Chung now. Chung keeps out the way. Leaders go through. Next it'll be battle for 3rd place that has to navigate Kenny Chung, and here's the chance. No, not quite close enough. Thought for a moment Hanley Chow had the run. Dylan Yip every time looks like he's going to get underneath Moritz Ehrenberg coming out of turn 11, but not able to pull it off. Ehrenberg's picked up a few car lengths. Yellow flag at the final corner. Just saw waving. Not sure what that's for. But the 2 leaders come down towards turn 1 again. 4/10 of a second between them. It's half a second between Ehrenberg and Dylan Yip. 10 minutes to go. 30 minutes plus 1 lap this race. Great to see these two. Well, 2 sets of 2 really, having a really good fight. Sheng holding on at the moment ahead of the reigning champion Hanley Chow. There's the damaged Ginetta of Lau Kim Hu. Race controller happy with that car, by the way, saying that the damage doesn't look worthy of forcing him to come into the pits. Look at these 2 sets of 2 cars coming down now into turn 11. Big sweep wide by Hanley Chow. Big sweep wide as well by Dylan Yip. Has he finally got the up and under? No. It's sort of the same move every time, isn't it? Because Moritz Ehrenberg puts his car in the middle of the circuit, and that's Yip's only real opportunity, is to try and get the momentum off the corner. Eight and a half minutes to go. And the safety car is out. So with 8 minutes and 20 seconds left on the clock, the safety car is on circuit. There's yellow flags waving at the final corner, so whether someone's gone off there, not 100% sure. The safety car is deployed, and oh, it is Fok Wai Ming. Fok Wai Ming's gone off at the final turn, as he did in race 1. And he's beached himself in the gravel. Looks like he's gone off earlier, doesn't it? Looks like he's gone off on the run into the final corner rather than on the exit of the final corner. But the man who competes in Chinese GT as well is in the gravel trap in round 4 of the SRO GT Cup. So hopefully we can clear Fok Wai Ming's car away as quickly as possible and get back to racing, because it's going to be very tight now with Moritz Beringer and Dylan Yip, as well as with Huang Kuisheng and Hanley Chow. I'm sure Huang will be delighted that the safety car came out. gives him a little bit of respite after 22 minutes of very intense pressure from Han Liqiao. In the pits comes that broken Ginetta of Lau Kim Hu to get repaired and head back out onto the track. By repaired, I mean covered in gaffer tape. So we're behind the safety car in round 4 of SRO GT Cup. This championship in its second year, which is for GT4 machinery in the China area. Here's a look at the replay. Oh, in the back of the shot there. Ah, now was that why the Ginetta's got damage? So that could be why we've got front end damage on the Ginetta and Fok Wai Ming in the gravel trap. It could be completely unrelated, but that replay looked maybe as though they'd had a bit of good coming together. 5 minutes and 20 seconds plus 1 lap to go. There is the TRC garage of Fok Wai Ming. Out of the race in the gravel at the final corner. The safety car will be in this lap. The marshals have got to work, cleared that car, and only a brief safety car intervention. What lap times are we doing? Down into the 1 minute 44s. So we'll get a good few laps out of this. Fastest lap of the race has actually gone to Moritz Berenberg on a 1 minute 44.134. So you wonder, has Berenberg got a shot of challenging these two Toyota Gazoo Racing China Supras up ahead of him? It'd be quite something if the YAM driver could get involved. He's already involved in the silver class fight, and at the moment would be on the overall podium. Can he make a little bit more ground? Maybe get ahead of the reigning champion. He has been the fastest car out on the circuit. Coming through turns 9 and 10 now. One of the Mercedes, I think it was, I'm not sure which one it was almost over on the grass there. I think it was Yang Kai Weng in the 66. Right. Lights off on the safety car. Now on the safety car restart earlier on today in race 1, Han Liqiao was at the head of the field and he went about here coming out of the final corner, and Huang does the same. So no messing around. Huang Qisheng gets straight on it. Up into the final corner. Green flag racing again with 3 minutes plus 1 lap to go. So maybe 3 laps remaining in this race. And Han Liqiao is on the attack, trying to take the lead away from Huang. Huang covers the inside line. Han has to go to the outside. Tries to go all the way around the outside at turn 1. He's got good drivers, Han. This will turn into the inside into turn 4 if he can keep it there. The two wheel to wheel. Late on the brakes, Han Liqiao into the lead of the race. Dylan Yip getting a slow restart, and he's under pressure from Cao. But Han is having to go defensive from Huang still. Huang Qisheng wants his first victory of the season in the SRO GT Cup. Out almost onto the grass goes Cao Su Lung. and is still having to just cover the line off from Huang behind him. Moritz Berenberg keeping a watching brief, and he'll be relieved to see Dylan Yep and Cao Zhulung fighting in his mirrors, because that gives him a bit of a respite. Chan Ka-ping now is trying to get his way back past Cao Zhulung. Lost out to Cao on the opening lap, but now Chan is trying to get back up into 5th position. Chan, the leader of the MTCS class, and he's got the inside line, and he's back up into 5th place, goes in too deep though. Cao fights back. Great racing over 5th position. Penultimate lap of the race now. Han Li Chao is in the lead, 0.8 of a second ahead of Huang Kuisheng. Cao and Chan still fighting over 5th place. Well, I said that Huang Kuisheng would have been happy to... Oh, big twitch there from Cao Zhulung as he came through turn 5. That could put him under pressure from Chan. Chan's not quite close enough. Just wonder if he got on a bit of a damp patch coming through that right-hand kink of 5. But I said that Huang Kuisheng would be happy to have the safety car for a bit of respite, but actually it looks as though the safety car has knocked him back a little bit, and it was on the restart that he wasn't able to quite take advantage, and Han Li Chao was. So the clock ticks down to 0. That means there'll be 1 lap at the end of this one. And Han Li Chao is starting to pull away. And Moritz Berenberg does start to fancy his chances now of a 2nd place. Dylan Yip has caught back up to Moritz Berenberg. He's moved himself clear of that Cao and Chan fight. Han Li Chao's going to have a handy lead at the end of this lap. It might be over a second. Final lap. It's 1.9 seconds, Han Li Chao. Since he's got past, he's pulled clear. So 2nd, 3rd and 4th all up for grabs on the final lap. Berenberg leading the AM class in that 927 Porsche, but Dylan Yip has caught the back of him now. Yip in that black #1 Mercedes takes a good amount of speed through 4. Dylan Yip wasn't able to get past Berenberg for the majority of the race. He's got 1 more lap in which to try and do it. And the traction from that Porsche just takes him clear, doesn't it, at every opportunity. Here comes Han Li Chao. Up to turn 11 for the final time. Just 1 more corner to go for him. Berenberg looks to the inside, and he too is a little bit too far back. Dylan Yip's dropped away from Berenberg. There's, I think, a Janetta there stopped on the inside. That looks like it's Kenny Chung who stopped on the left-hand side, but never mind that. Through the final corner comes Han Li Chao. It's 3 wins from 3 in the SRO GT Cup for Han Li Chao as he wins again in Zhuhai. Berenberg, is that Berenberg in the gravel at the final corner? Berenberg's in the gravel at the final turn. What has happened to him on the last lap? Dylan Yip is up into 3rd. Cao Zhulung is 4th, and that is crucial for the AM Championship because it means that Wang Hao takes the win in the AM class. 2nd, the AM class goes to Derek Ho, and 3rd for Chen Chunhua. But Berenberg, after such a good race, climbed from 8th up to 4th, then made it into 3rd. but has ended his race in the gravel trap at the very final corner. Everybody else coming across the line. The win going the way of Han Li Chao once more. Another 1-2 for Toyota Gazoo Racing China. Wang Hao then winning in Am. I think that Berenberg just ended up in gravel by himself. There he is. Here's a look at the replay, so keep your eyes on the back. Oh, he's just lost it going into the final corner. All by himself. And that will be incredibly devastating for Moritz Berenberg. So Chang Ka-ping in the 44 Audi is the winner of the MTCS class. Wang Hao, the winner of the AM class. And Li Chao, the winner of the silver class. And of the race overall. Another great drive from Han Li Chao. So the only blot on his copybook really was not securing pole position for race 2. Which I was quite surprised actually, because it's in qualifying yesterday he seemed to be the quickest of anyone throughout, but his second fastest lap time was slower than Huang Kuisheng's second fastest lap time by just over 1/10 of a second. Dylan Yip there will finish in 3rd position. It was a very slowing down lap, wasn't it, from Han Li Chao. So as a result, he's quite far back in that pack. So the winner is stuck in traffic now, isn't he? Like being on the streets in downtown Zhuhai, when you're running late. And the championship organisers going, well, where's the winner gone? He's coming. So the win for Wang Hao in Am. Ho Xuxian second in the Am class, and Chen Chunhua third in the AM class. And in the MTCS class, the winner going to Chang Ka-ping, Lo Kai Feng second. And Kevin Xie finishing in 3rd position. But here is Han Li Chao. He's made his way back to Parc Fermé. Three wins from the last 3 races. And the only race he hasn't won in the championship this year was the season opener, in which he finished 2nd. So we can let him off that, can't we? Great drive from Han Li Chao. He had to work for this one. Took advantage of the safety car restart. Got past his teammate, Huang Kuisheng. To speak to his Toyota Gazoo Racing team. His championship lead now is pretty big at what is fundamentally pretty much the halfway point of the season. Round 4 complete and 5 rounds to go, so still a long way. but Huang Kuisheng really could have done with a victory today. But we can hear from the winner, the man of the moment, the man on form, Hanli Chao is with Zoe.
Hello， 观众朋友们，在我身旁的是33号车手韩立潮。可以说今天啊，真的是夺下了2个冠军。我想呢，此刻的心情应该非常开心，是不是？又攻下一城，那现在心情应该蛮不错。
心情当然拿冠军是开心的，但很遗憾，队友其实我跟他之间有一个其实在我认为不是一个拼抢的动作，然后但是。本来其实我们整个带开的节奏是很好的，后来赶上安全车，然后本来可以我们顺利的1-2完赛，但是后来赶上安全车之后，然后因为我身后也有跟得很紧的对手，所以在那个位置其实也没想进攻，但是他的内侧可能是比较脏的，所以他的刹车点相比较我来讲会早一点点，所以替队友感到遗憾吧，
的确是可以看到，为我们奉献了非常精彩的攻防的缠斗哈。好的，下面呢，我们用英语简单跟大家来聊2句，为我们的外籍听众呢也了解一下我们胜者的心声。OK， 想问一下 ，by the deployment of the safety car affect you？ 安全车的出动对你有一些影响吗 ？OK，in English？
Yeah, because in the beginning, me and my partner is very fast, and you can see. We take away a long distance, but because the safety car, so actually the other guys are behind me, so I need to push, but my partner inside is dirty, so the brake point is early than me. Yeah.
OK, congratulations！ 今天再拿50积分，可以说守住了我们的积分榜。下站继续加油！好，谢谢 ，congratulations。OK。
So good to hear from Hanli Chao once again, race winner and a repeat race winner. We also had a repeat race winner in the AM class, not by fortune. That's a little bit harsh because it was a good drive from Wang Hao, but it looked as though it was going to be second in class for him until Moritz Berenberg ended up in the gravel at the very final corner. So as a result, Wang Hao does manage to keep the championship lead and in fact extends his championship lead after taking another victory, 2 from 2, and he's with Zoe.
好，观众朋友，在我身旁的是21号车手王浩。我想问一下您，对于今天我们的整个发车和自己的这个开车的状态，您觉得对自己的表现是否满意呢？
今天我们发车选择了干地轮胎去发车，然后今天整体表现还算可以吧。然后就是起步的时候路是会很滑，然后我也是一直在稳定发挥，尽量往前赶。然后中途出了安全车，跟对手距离又拉近了一点。然后在最后一圈吧，然后对手可能有失误，在T14弯冲出去，然后很幸运，我把冠军带回，谢谢。
好，谢谢，恭喜获得好的成绩。那稍后我们颁奖台上见。好，谢谢。
So Wang Hao winning in the AM class. The victory in the Macau class, the MTCS, went to Chang Ka-ping. And it is a qualifying event, this, for the Macau Grand Prix later on in the year, where there is a GT4 race, as well as the GT race and the single-seater race that is so famous, of course, around the Macau circuit. And the winner of that MTCS class, as I say, was the 44 Audi of Chang Ka-ping. He also races in Malaysian touring cars, but we can hear from him now down in Parc Fermé. He is speaking to Zoe after a victory in MTCS for Chang.
在我身旁的是44号车手陈家平。可以说呢，今天在我们整个的比赛当中都取得了不錯的成績。對於今天的狀態和表現，給自己簡單的評價一下。
今日揸嘅話都叫做初頭嗰場就個濕地就唔係咁好啦，跟住然之後就喺翻呢個乾地就可以保持翻穩定啲，係啊。
那对于我们整个的这个赛程来讲，是否有一些期待呢？对于下一站？
冇噶啦，都係穩定咁樣去揸咯，係啊，因為始終都係今年第一次去鬥比賽，鬥呢個GT4嘅比賽。
好，那继续取得好的成绩，加油，谢谢。OK， 好，谢谢。We feel little regrets and some sorry to this racing because of the rainy, but he will get more information exercise in that racing. Okay, that's all. 好，那接下来
So good to hear
时间交给我们的解说员
from Chen Ka-ping, as he ended up finishing 9th in race 1, second in class. But he's come through to win the MTCS class this afternoon. So victory for the second race in for the third race in a row for Han Li Chao, finishing 2 seconds clear of Huang Kuisheng. Dylan Yip completing the podium ahead of Cao Zhu Lung. Winner in MTCS, the 44 Mogan Team DT TDK of Chen Ka-ping. The winner in AM was Wang Hao in the Toyota Gazoo Racing China entry. Second in MTCS, Lo Kai Feng, so we'll see him on the podium in a couple of moments' time. And then 3 Level Motorsports entries to complete the top 10. Ho Shuxian, Chen Chenhua and Ho Hao Yi complete the top 10. But the victory for Han Li Chao, 2 seconds clear of Huang Kuisheng. And as I say, that safety car restart was crucial for Han Li Chao to come through and take the victory, because Huang did look like he had it relatively under control until that point. So it's time to get underway with our podium presentations here at Zhuhai International Circuit after a great weekend of racing. MTCS class first of all, and so up onto the top step goes Chen Ka-ping. On the left-hand side in second place, we've got Billy Lowe, and over on the right-hand side, the race 1 winner, Kevin Xie. Kevin Xie receiving his trophy first of all. Raced at Silverstone in British GT last weekend. He's got to get back to the UK to race at Alton Park after a little trip to Zhuhai in between. But it's the top step for Chen Ka-ping. And the 2 Mogan team teammates, first and second, so a 1-2 in the MTCS class for them. You can still see how wet the podium steps are, can't you? And even here at turns 4 and 5, not really a dry line. You can see where some of the circuit is drying, but it still did remain damp till most of the way through that race, or at least treacherous and tricky. The clouds still overhead in Zhuhai. Next round of the SRO GT Cup will be coming up in Shanghai. And now it's time for the silver podium, which is the same as the overall podium for SRO GT Cup. So third place goes the way of Dylan Yip in his debut weekend in the championship. Second place once again for Huang Kuisheng, started on pole position, ends the race in second place because Han Li Chao is on the top step of the podium again. Mr. Patrick from Pirelli is on hand to hand out the trophies once more. And it's Han Li Chao on the top step. A clean sweep for him in Zhuhai this weekend. Dominance from Toyota Gazoo Racing China. Can anyone stop Han Li Chao going into these final 5 races of the season? And now it's time to celebrate. Champagne sprayed on the podium. There we go. The silver podium complete. We'll move on to the AM podium in a couple of moments' time. Look around this Zhuhai circuit, which, as I say, built in 1996 and has hosted all sorts of racing since then. A lot of SRO GT racing, GT1s back in the day, BPR, a little bit of A1 GP. Frankie Cheng Kung Fu, who races in GT World Challenge Asia powered by AWS, he finished on the podium in A1 GP back in 2007. But today, this is the AM podium. 3rd place for Chen Chenhua. 2nd place for Derek Ho. But the top step of the podium, 2 wins from 2 for Wang Hao, and his 3rd win in 4 races. He took the lead of the championship after winning race 1, and he has extended his lead in the championship after winning race 2. So Wang Hao takes the victory. The champagne celebrations on the podium in the AM class. Tremendous racing throughout the weekend in the SRO GT Cup. Really entertaining stuff this morning in the rain, and then loads of action this afternoon as well in the dry. But it is the victory once again for Han Li Chao. So his championship lead extends. Wang Kuisheng wanted to close in on that, led for the majority of the race, but when the race got going again with about 3 minutes to go, it was Han Li Chao who was able to take advantage on the safety car restart, get into the lead and win by a couple of seconds in the end. Dylan Yip finishing in 3rd, Chan Ka Ping winning the Macau class, and Wang Hao winning in the AM class. The next racing action for the SRO GT Cup will be coming in Shanghai on the 5th to the 6th of June. Then a bit of a summer break before 2 races in the Beijing street circuit, the 2nd to the 4th of October. And then in the end, this championship will finish in Macau, not far from here in Zhuhai, in the end of November. Will it be Han Li Chao who is able to take another championship victory, looking for back-to-back titles? He's already won 3 races in a row. That's all from SRO GT Cup from Zhuhai. We'll see you in Shanghai.